Oh, fake love, real hate. One West, but we set apart. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, shows over close to curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you, hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting situational friendships. Get away with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather keep you distant, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear nigga than house nigga with notes on me. To get the shirt off my back. For devoted niggas with loyalty, I noticed the lack of devoted niggas that trustworthy. If you do fucks for free, death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice from me, I'm bred different. Was never one to I just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Laws, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You yeah, bitch, you already know who it is. They say the man with the 45, he beat with the man with the rifle, huh? Man, it ain't about what sword you got, it's about the man with the sword, you dumb fuck. Get your shit together. Hey, war. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I call it down, but it's still in me. Tool at your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they feel me. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. War. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm looking slow. I'm stuck on my prayer like it up close. I bring their heads off with the sword, bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord, yeah. I bring that bitch back to the Rags the bitches, I got my take up like I'm sick. Yeah. I took the decision, I made my mind up like I'm sleeping. AR-15, yeah. I caused a commotion, my tit looking miss like new potion. She got a demotion, rub on her, I need some lotion. I stroke on her ocean slow motion. Now I'm exploding. I caused a collision, I'm too high like foreign train mission. Yeah, I'm sipping. I see your motherfucker
fucking vision. These boys keep talking that bitch and I pull up like bitches. Like, where the brand and understand that I slap on the top of my enemies. Yeah, I already said that. Halo is head, yeah, but don't take my comments for weakness. Yeah, I get it, I got it. I'm faster for I'm my own pilot. I don't need no stylist. Roll up on me and you drop it. We can do the straight head like I'm coming. I mean, I got that body hot lava. It's lava. My silence a profit. Red out and stocking. Just know I better, boy. You ain't nothing. I being like, whoa. Killer be kid, boy, I'm a menace. I calm it down, but it's still in me. Toilet your head, boy, like a dentist. These boys rainbow, yeah, they famous. How can I show love to my enemy? I know these boys out trying to get me. It's a man down, but it ain't me. Whoa. Killer be kid, boy, life is war. Come around the corner and I'm like a slow. I'm talking my prayer like it up close. I bring their heads off with the sword. Bring that bitch back to the Lord. I bring that bitch back to the Lord. Yeah, I bring that bitch back to the She asked me what I do, I'm always busy. I say I'm getting more with up obesity. She wanna come around and wanna visit. She talking through a pussy on. Listen, I'm all black. Counting racks. 223, keep that air on my lap. I'm riding through Cracker Village full of tech. But they don't want no fucking smoke, so I'll relax. I take a nap, bitch. You looking sad. You may not see me, but my voice on every track. Just like a tag, bitch. Your bitch a has been. Where in the world I stepped on her like a Mac. You dumb motherfucker.
Damn, man, we need that one.
All jokes aside, you know how niggas be like, I'm this and that for life, this and that for life. I'm on West for life, nigga, this a blood oath. Hey, yo, Madara, here go a clash for you, my nigga. 140 for the rebel. The world turned its back on me. I'm a criminal. We got soldiers, he got soldiers, but I got different ones. Ain't no way out, I tell you once. Don't pray for nothing, send a curse. We can't forgive what's forbidden. Remain in them trenches. Trust in the Lord, but please forgive me for the times that I did. If rank is given, have your respect to your apprentice. Be about your business, disloyalties and death sentence. Look, trying to pick up with a blind field. They said there'll be many mansions. I'm just grinding for my time share. Them devils ain't playing fair. They hunt you like bad pal, but ain't no getting out the game like Jumanji. You take that oath, it's a Dundee. They try to deal death to a priest. You won't make it out in one piece. So you can stand. Just make sure you got the heart. Say your name 3 times, then it's death do us part. No. So how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people go disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Ain't no more guessing, ain't no more questions. Make sure my election till I'm tucked away like George Jetson. Murder for capital, now it's murder at the Capitol. The world in amazement, we like fuck 'em, raise it. I pity those watching life as it go by. Be giving mercy in this life, I don't know why. In pump smoke, never try to. They dead at home, my brother be the dead, it's all I don't. Either fold or salute, my nigga. They like, how you stay focused? I told them I'm motivated cause of you, my nigga. Brotherhoods and weapons, still got weapons on the scene. And I never do my niggas like Bishop did Raheem. Never mind in all beliefs, they under anesthesia. Shorty say she need me, say she wanna let that love go. Told I let that love grow. But if I bring you to my bed, that's a blood. So, how you feel about this truth I done shown? This ain't the life you think, little nigga. I should want. Even your own people gon' disown. And the Lord said they hate you for my name, so you better keep it on. Yeah.
Cops killing niggas, man. Word up.
Oh. All right, clap it up. All right. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shemal Lathabah, Shem Yahweh to all the sisters. We're the Isupk. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right, we've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right. Today is Isupk San Antonio scripture breakdown, right? And today we're talking about the purpose. Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, what is your purpose, right? Because when we look at the world, right, or when we look for our purpose, we always look for our purpose in other cultures. We look in our purpose in American culture. We look for our purpose in East Indian culture. We look for our purpose in the Asian culture. We look for our purpose in the Arab culture, the African culture. But what is a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man's purpose, right? What does your culture say about your purpose, right? Because you have a purpose here on earth. What is that? You dig what I'm saying? What is that purpose, Capiar? Do you know?
It's to serve the Lord.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I'll take that answer because that is our purpose. You feel me? That is our purpose. And what we do, what happens with us what happens with us when we look for our purpose in other nations, we give these other nations the ability to rule over us. You dig what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And then when they rule over us, they end up unaliving us. You know what I mean? Like they did Philando Castile, like they did Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, George Floyd, right? Just recently, Sonia Massey, right? That's what happens. We end up getting unalived by other nations because we want to be like the other nations. We want to find our purpose in life through them. You know what I mean? Remember we was watching that movie, The Last Dragon. Remember, and I was telling you, I was like, man, after this and after Bruce Leroy, you know what I mean? There was all types of Black people with karate gis trying to go to karate classes, trying to learn karate, all that. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? That's what they're trying to do. They're first they pushed the American culture on us, then they pushed the Japanese culture on us, they pushed the Chinese culture on us, pushed the Arab culture on us, East Indian culture on us. They just pushing all the different cultures on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You dig what I'm saying? Meanwhile, these nations never take anybody else's, but they want you to take because they know when we get back our culture, right? When we get back to what the Lord says is our purpose is to rule the earth under Christ, of course, under the Most High, right? With our culture, that's our purpose, right? We've grown accustomed to serving other nations. You know what I mean? To where we feel like we can't do anything but, you know what I mean? That's all we can do. We African, we can be Puerto Rican, except the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? You know what I'm talking about? And we don't never ask ourselves why. We don't ever ask ourselves why. All we do is go into other cultures and say, oh, this must be the culture for me. Oh, this must be the culture for me. Chinese man has never went into another culture and was like, yeah, that's the culture for me. You do what I'm saying? He might live in another place like in America, but he's still a Chinese man. Remember we was driving by and they got Buddhist temples, gated Buddhist temples. Remember you seen that? You dig what I'm saying? How come they got a Black Baptist church? I'm saying because of class purpose. As Black, Hispanic, and Native American people, we have a purpose. Start. We have a purpose, man. I'm not gonna say everybody knows their purpose, but here in the Isupk, we know our purpose. You dig what I'm saying? Now we need everybody else to get on board with that purpose. You dig what I'm saying? Under Christ, of course, because Christ came and showed us our purpose. You dig what I'm saying? Told us our purpose, showed us our purpose. He gave us the spirit of our purpose. But we don't want to follow Christ. We want to follow what the other nations say. You know what I mean? People be in the church, right? Reading the Bible, right? But then they're reading about all these people that went into captivity under another nation, right? By not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And then they goofy. That's goofy and it's nonsense. How can you get, when we don't keep the law, statutes, and commandments, we go into captivity under other nations, and then you get laws? You do what I'm saying? Don't keep the laws. You feel me? That's what got us in the first. All you have to have is love, brother. All you have to have is love. While we're too busy loving every other nation, right? Who's loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native American people? The Isupk. We out here loving blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We love the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans so much, we ain't got no love for nobody else. Right? There's so much love for our people. Everybody else gonna get lost in the shuffle because our people come first. We have to have self-love first, right? Before you can love anybody else, you got to love yourself. Well, black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, we have to love ourselves before we love anybody else. You got that for me? Go ahead. No.
Sorry, Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
Right. This is the conclusion of everything, right? The conclusion means the sum of it all. The sum of everything, right, is to fear the Most High for blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, right, and keep the commandments of God, right? Serve the Most High. That is our purpose. That is the sum of our purpose here on earth. But we don't fear God as a people. If we fear God, we will keep all the commandments of God, like the Isupk does. Feel me? Because Isupk keep the laws of God. You can say what you want about it. You can say we rude. You can say we're too militant. You know what I'm talking about? But what you can't do is say that we sin. That's one thing you cannot say about us. You do what I'm saying? That's just the truth about it. You can't say we sin because we do not sin. No, we do not. We don't break the laws of God. You know what I mean? You can say, even though all that polygamy they got over there, but show me where it's sin. It's a sin. Show me where it's breaking the law. All right, then. Well, you know what I'm talking about? The Most High said it's okay. But the hell with what you say is okay. You know what I mean? The Most High told us not to eat pork, but you say it's okay to eat pork. The Most High said it's okay for us to have multiple wives, but you say it's not okay that we have multiple wives. Good night. Why? How come you do it? How come they do everything different of what the Most High says? But they want to read the same book. You know what? The book just says what it says. And you know what the book don't say? The book don't say anything about it's okay to celebrate Christmas. The book don't say anything about it's okay to celebrate Thanksgiving. What's next? Halloween? Oh, no. Labor Day is next. The book don't say nothing about celebrating. It actually tells you not to celebrate the days of the heathen. How come nobody listens to that part? Because everybody just want to do what they say, do what they want. Keep going.
Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man.
The whole what?
Duty of man.
You ever heard Call of Duty? Right, Call of Duty is when it's time for war, they have a call to duty. You know what I mean? And they go to war, right? Well, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, this is your call to duty. And what's the duty, Capiar? Go back to fear God.
To fear God and keep his commandments.
That is the duty. That is the duty. The Lord just told you the duty. You feel me? That's our duty, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. And in doing that, we must make sure that we fear God and make sure our households fear God and make sure our children fear God and make sure our brothers next door to us fear God. Right? That's the job. And keep the commandments. That's how you fear the Most High, is by keeping the commandments. So if you say, I fear God, but you don't keep the commandments, you're a liar. You're a liar. Look, we can get it out the Bible. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 14?
Yeah.
Verse 14. For God shall bring every work into judgment.
Every work into judgment. Every work. Whether it be evil work, whether it be good work, every work is going to be put into judgment. Bad works get bad judgment. Good works get good judgments. There's such thing as a good judgment. You know what I mean? There's such thing as a good judgment. Go ahead.
Okay. With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Right. You are how can I say it? You are alone, right? And you think nobody's watching you. You think nobody's watching you, but guess who's watching you? Caviar?
The angels.
The angels are watching you. And they are writing down their report, whether it be good or whether it be bad, but they're writing their report and they're taking it up to the Most High. They're reporting what you're doing to the Most High. Whether you be what it kept nothing like say? Beat makers. Yeah, that's what he called them, beat makers. Think about it. Think about it. Because they're watching their phone and they're making beats. They're watching their phone and they making beats. They go into the restroom, watch their phone, and make beats. Yeah. Whether you be a beat maker, you do what I'm saying, or whether you're in you taking your phone and you studying scriptures. You feel me? You watching class, trying to get the understanding. You do what I'm saying? Both of them are going to get judged. This one is going to get one judgment, one is going to get the other judgment. Angels are taking both reports up to the Most High. You dig what I'm saying? Give me 2nd Esdras 2:42. Right? Because one thing we serve Christ too. That's another purpose of ours, is to serve Christ and be Christ-like. Can't be Christ-like smoking cigarettes, getting drunk, smoking weed, whoring yourselves. That's not Christ-like. Is that Christ-like? No, that's not Christ-like. Eating pork, stealing money. 2:42. Right? That's not Christ-like. Christ being Christ-like is not leaving your brothers in the middle of the battle to go get drunk. You feel me? That's not Christ-like. Christ-like will be sticking it out with your brothers and not getting drunk. That's Christ-like. You dig what I'm saying? Christ-like is doing the work of the Lord, man. It's not being a pastor and being a pastor and sleeping with another brother's wife that's in the congregation. That's not Christ-like. That's the damn devil. That's the damn devil, real talk. And it comes to a point where we have to have that morality standpoint where where we have to have that morality standpoint, whether we're gonna do the right thing or do the wrong thing. We know what's wrong. We know we know. Some people just know what we're doing is wrong. You ever caught a child doing something that they weren't supposed to do? And you go, "What you doing?" And they go, and they hide it behind their back because they know it's wrong. They know it's wrong. You know it's wrong. I know it's wrong. So why are you doing it? Where did they get this from? You know what I mean? You know who's who's smartest people on the earth?
Who are the smartest people on earth?
Uh-huh. You say you don't know. Children. Children are the smartest people on earth. You know what I mean? If you tell children, no, we don't celebrate Christmas, right? Because God don't like it. We don't celebrate your birthday because God don't like it. That made God angry, right? Kids gonna be like, oh, I don't want to make God angry, so they won't do it, right? But you tell a grown up, we can't do that, man, because that God don't like it. It angers the Most High. Do you show them in the scriptures and what they say? I know it's pagan, but I do it for the kids. That's what they say. That's what they say. No matter what you do, you try to get an alcoholic off of alcohol, right? And what he said, you got 7, 8 people telling you, hey, bro, you an alcoholic, bro, and you need to get off that alcohol. Hey, bro, you're a drug addict and you need to stay off from drugs. Hey, bro, you need to stay off. You know what I mean? What do we do? What do they do? Well, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm still gonna drink. I'm still gonna smoke cigarettes. You know what baffles me? On the cigarette packet, it says will cause lungs cancer. And people still smoke cigarettes. And they love it. And they love it. You do what I'm saying? What's up?
That's what the vaping too.
Yeah.
Vaping.
And they love it.
Everybody got a vaping.
And then when they get lung cancer, right? Everybody says, oh man, he's just so young. He shouldn't die like it's just wrong for him to die like that. No, it's right for him to die like that. You've been killing your lungs for the past 30, 40 years. What do you expect? You expect your lungs to just stay, you know what I mean? You're smoking a pack a day. Then you chasing that with weed and crack and popping pills, and you do what I'm saying? We're killing ourselves. What's up?
My sister mom said cigarettes has about 400 chemicals. 400 chemicals, and the warning label is right in front of your face.
Right. Real talk. What got me is they got fiberglass in cigarettes. It kills it, bro. Yeah. Real talk.
That's what be in your wall.
Real talk.
Like a little death stick.
You feel me? It that they call them cancer sticks. And then you be like, oh, he got cancer. How did I get cancer? Negro. You've been smoking cigarettes since you were 16 years old. Now you're 53. You feel me? Of course you're going to get lung cancer. Of course. What, you thought you weren't going to get lung? You was going to play with the Most High? The Most High's temple? And the Lord wasn't going to judge you? But the Lord loves me. Yeah, he loves you enough to give you lung cancer. What's up?
That's crazy because they start going to the doctor like, damn, I got the sickness going on and everything. I don't know what's wrong. The doctor be like, die. Well, I mean, you die from them cigarettes. You
right.
Oh, no, I ain't that.
Every time I go to the doctor telling me you need to stop drinking. You messing up your liver. And he's going to go home and have a drink. You do what I'm saying? What gets me is every time I go to the doctor sits there and gives me a questionnaire on what do you do? Like, do you smoke? No, I don't smoke. Do you do this? No, I don't do that. You know what I'm talking about? No drugs, no smoke. Do you drink? Maybe like twice a week, here and there. You know what I mean? I don't drink a lot. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, cool. You know what I mean? They give you a questionnaire when you go to the hospital. Do you do these things? Because they know these things hurt your body. So there's certain things that you need to not do. But we don't care about that. As a people, we don't care about that. ISUPK cares. You dig what I'm saying? I care. You care. Because we stopped doing it. We stopped being a drunkard. We stopped being a whoremonger. We stopped being a drug addict. Why? Why do we stop doing it? Because we had a duty. You dig what I'm saying? The Most High called us for a duty. We have a purpose in life. You killing yourself because you don't have a purpose in life. What's up, Gabriel?
I was like thinking about it now. My grandpa from my mama's side, that's actually how he ended up. My dad's mom. My mama's dad. He ended up dying that way because the doctor told him to stop drinking, and he didn't. And that's how he ended up dying. He kept on drinking.
Right. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Because we have no purpose in life. And we feel like we have no purpose in life, so we kill ourselves slowly. You dig what I'm saying? You got what I want?
Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 42.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Second Ezra chapter 2 and verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people,
Right,
whom I could not number.
right. This is, Ezra said he saw upon Mount Zion a great people that he couldn't number. Who you think those people are he's seeing?
The brothers are the Israelites, Black, Hispanics, Native Americans.
Yep, Israelites. He's seen Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans on Mount Zion, a great people. That's what he said. A great people. You think you're great smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, being sloppy drunk, fall down drunk to where you can't do the duty that the Lord called upon you for? You dig what I'm saying? Keep going.
Whom I could not number.
Right.
And they all praise the Lord with songs.
They did what?
They all praise the Lord with songs.
How can you praise the Lord with song if you mumbling because you drunk and you can do? You know how drunk people talk. How can you do that?
Okay.
How can you praise the Lord with song? You know what I mean? Huh? It ain't gonna sound good. You can't talk. You think you can sing? Because you drunk, sloppy drunk at that. You're just not regular drunk. You sloppy drunk, falling down drunk. Can't sit down or stand up. Damn. Only thing you can't do is lay there. Real talk. Keep going. You think the Lord made you for that purpose?
Verse 43. And in the midst of them, there was a young man of a high stature.
Ooh, go ahead.
Taller than all the rest.
Uh-huh.
And upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly.
Right. Even Ezra said he's seen a man, and he was taller than the rest of the men. He was a great stature, and he was giving out crowns to everybody that was out there. That all the people that was out there. Who's that? Yeah.
Christ. Is it talking about like his reputation, or is it talking about him actually being taller?
Both. Both. Yeah. Because he out there giving out crowns, I'm talking about. Right. You did. You know what I mean? You ever seen that? I think it's Key and Peele when he was when he was playing as Barack Obama, and he was walking around and all the black people. He was like, "Yeah," and then when he came to the Edomites, he was like, how you doing? But you see the black dude like, brother. I imagine that's how crazy it's gonna be. So it's gonna be very serious, but at the same time, you'll be like, come on up. I remember you. You the one that told him, You know what I'm talking about? You the one that told that told the little Jewish girl. You know what I'm talking about? Cry, Jewish girl, cry. We replayed that in heaven 10 times. You know what I'm talking? 10,000 times. You know what I'm talking? Where is Captain Tazaria? You're the one. Y'all remember you. You said, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you think what I'm saying? Is it gonna be just like that? I got a special crown for you, though. You know what I'm talking about? Well, booyah. You know what I'm talking about? Booyah, because you told, you know what I mean? You went to battle with the whole conscious community. Undefeated, you know what I mean? The Kemet killer. You dig what I'm saying? Go ahead. Because you know, we black, man. We do things, and I'm not gonna say black. We're Israelites. We do things with a little bit of flavor, a little bit of salt on there. Feel me? Go ahead.
Verse 44. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these?
Right, like, you know what I mean? What am I watching? Go ahead.
Verse 45. He answered and said unto me, These be thy. It's like, these be they that have put off the mortal clothing.
Right, that put off their mortal clothing. Right? Give me another word for mortal clothing.
Like human bodies?
Yeah. Give me another word for it.
Flesh.
The what?
Flesh.
There you go. They took off their flesh. They didn't have that lust of the flesh. They didn't come subservient to the lust of the flesh. Whether it was alcohol, whether it was drugs, whether it was cigarettes, whether it was whoremongering, whether it was Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, they didn't give themselves over to the flesh. You know what I mean? Keep going.
And put on the immortal and have confessed the name of God. Now are they crowned and received palms.
Right. Now they're crowned. And they received their payments. You dig what I'm saying? That's what happened. Now they're crowned because they took off their fleshly clothing, and they have put on the immortal clothing. You dig what I'm saying? They're not subservient to the flesh anymore, but now they took on the spirit of Christ. They took on that spirit of the Most High. They took on that spirit of Israel. They put on that spirit of a warrior. You dig what I'm saying? They had a purpose in life. And they lived up to that purpose. Go ahead.
Okay. And then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands?
Right, go ahead.
Verse 47. So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Man.
No, it didn't say Son of Man.
I was like, It is the Son of God,
Mm-hmm.
whom they have confessed in the world.
Right.
Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord.
Right. That's how we confessed it in the Lord, and that's how we confess the name of Christ in the world. You dig what I'm saying? Name somebody out here that's keeping the commandments of God. Name somebody out here that's standing up for Christ. That's it. Who else? Give me somebody else. You ain't got nobody else. You ain't got nobody else. And then they get mad when we say, if you ain't in the Isupk, you're not in the truth. Because you left the truth. That's why they break up. And it's a break off of a break off of a break off of a break off. You know what I mean? You started, so you was part of this group, but y'all broke off from that group. And then from that group, y'all broke off from that group. And now y'all breaking up again, and they're gonna start a whole nother group that they break. You know what I mean? You do what I'm saying? That's what happens. Go ahead.
Well, the sister Moram said or asked about like armor. For like, you know how like you were talking about the flesh?
Yeah.
Like why is just armor?
Yeah, they put on the armor of God. Meaning they put on those statutes of commandments, that spirit of the Most High. That's the immortal clothing. Does that make sense? Give me Luke 17. Yep. Start at verse 7.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 17 and verse 7. But which of you have a servant plowing or feeding cattle?
Right? Right? Which of y'all got a servant plowing and feeding cattle? Right? Go ahead.
Okay.
Well, which one of y'all is out there at camp? Which one of you have men that's out there doing the work? Go ahead.
Will say unto him, by and by,
Right?
when he is come from the field, go and sit down to meat.
What does that mean? Go when he goes and sit down to meat. Yep.
Okay.
Right?
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Verse 8. And will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and girt thyself, and serve me, till I have eaten and drunken, and afterward thou shalt eat and drink.
Right? Keep going.
Verse 9. Doeth he think that servant because he did the things that were commanded him?
Right? Do you think you thank the servant because he did the things that was commanded of him? Right? You know what I mean? When you come from the field, tell him, hold on, gird yourself, be cool, and serve me. I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink. You know what I'm talking about? And you wait until after I'm done. Do you thank the servants? You know what I mean? No, he's asking a question. Do you think that you think you're gonna thank that servant? No, they don't thank the servants. Right? Go ahead.
I trow not.
Right. He think not. I think not. Go ahead.
Verse 10. So likewise ye, when ye shall have done all these things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants.
Go
we
ahead.
have done that which was our duty to do.
Right. It's our duty to do these things, to serve Christ. You think the servant was doing that because you commanded him to do it? The servant was doing that because that's his duty to do it. So why do you think we go to camp? Why do you think we go serve the people? Right? Why do y'all think we do that? Because it's our duty to do it. Christ have commissioned us to do these things. You dig what I'm saying? That's our job as priests. You feel me? To go to war for the people's, for our people's souls, to warn the people, to teach them, to be their shepherd, because they have no shepherd. You dig what I'm saying? Their shepherd let the wolves in. We're not going to let the wolves in. We're going to stand at the gate and we're going to fight the wolves. We're going to be the gate. You ain't getting our sheep. That's our purpose. Right? That's our purpose. The sheep need somebody to follow. They've been following TD Snakes and what's his name? Get More Dollars. Get More Dollars. That's his name. Flow Dollar. Get More Dollars. They've been following P. Diddy and R. Kelly's, and you dig what I'm saying? They've been following all these different people, but they have not followed Christ yet. They have not followed the ISUPK yet. And we're the only ones that's out here with righteousness. You can bet your bottom dollar ain't nobody gonna touch your little baby daughter. Not in here. Not in here. Fucking around. I mean, oh my bad. I was gonna go back to the streets on them. You know what I'm talking? Go back to the streets on them. You know what I'm talking? Get stumped out. Get stumped out. You know, pulled out the party. You feel me? We don't do all that sin and that wickedness here. Why? Because we have a purpose in life. And we're working toward our purpose. And damn it, you too can work toward your purpose. You just have to get in here and do it. And don't be afraid to do it. Don't be afraid to succeed. Don't be afraid to put down the bottle. Don't be afraid to put down the crack. Don't be afraid to put down the cigarette. Don't be afraid to put down the whores. Don't be afraid to do it, because people are afraid of doing it. They're afraid that they might put down the cigarette, right, and actually be a good priest. Then they have something to look up to, or something to live up to. My bad. They have something to live up to, and they can't be that same filthy person that they once was. They can't lose their job and then go back into getting drunk. They can't lose. They can't get into an argument with their wife, right, and then go back and pick up the bottle and then pick up the cigarettes, because that's always the excuse. It's always an excuse. Oh man, my life is this. My life is that. It's always an excuse to pick up a vice and smoke crack and smoke weed and smoke cigarettes and get drunk. And it's always an excuse. We're supposed to be the Isupk, no excuses. Right? Home of the truth, no excuses. We're not supposed to have excuses. We're supposed to just do the work. You feel me? Keep going. That's one thing that they talk about me about. I don't allow brothers to have excuses. Sounds like an excuse, huh? You feel me? It's not an excuse. It's an excuse. You think it's a good excuse because that's a demon in your mind that's making you afraid to do it. You have excuses. You're gonna have thousands of excuses. And you're gonna keep using the same excuses. Whichever excuse work, if you're sick, you're just gonna be more sick next time, and then you're gonna be sick the time after that. Then you're gonna be sick the time after that, because that's the excuse that works. You dig? Keep going. Where we at?
Verse 11. When it came to pass, to Jerusalem, that he passed through the midst of Samaria and Galilee.
Where is that at? That's Luke. Give me 2 Timothy 2. Yeah, 2 Timothy, the 2nd chapter, 3rd verse. Right? Because niggas be in the streets, man. They be talking about, yeah, I'm a street nigga, I'm a this and I'm a that. You're an excellent street nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You're an excellent street. You know what I mean? But you're a terrible brother in the Most High. You're a terrible brother of Christ. You're a terrible brother. You know what I mean? You in the streets, selling drugs and doing all this. Yeah. You're an excellent street nigga. But can you be a brother? Can you be a brother to your brothers? What's going on?
One thing I see actually in the world, a lot of these sisters are really good at running businesses, but they're not good sisters
At all. They'll never be good sisters. You want to know why they'll never be good sisters? Because nobody has ever taught them how to be a good sister. And then the same men that they walk by and act like we don't know anything, right, can teach them how to be excellent sisters. They don't want to learn. They don't want to learn. You dig what I'm saying? They'd rather go to the Christian church and let whoever the Christian pastor is pop them in the box. You feel me? Go ahead, you give me that.
This is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3.
Right.
Now therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Mashiach.
A good what?
A good soldier of Yahweh Mashiach.
That's our call to duty, bro. Is to be a soldier. That's our call to duty. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. You have to be a good soldier in Christ. We good street niggas, but we terrible soldiers. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, we was in the streets. Oh, we'll do whatever. We'll sell drugs. We'll sell women. We'll do whatever. We great street niggas. Terrible brothers. Terrible brothers. And that's what we bring. We don't bring that spirit here. Here we become terrible street niggas, excellent brothers. You dig what I'm saying? That's what we do here in the ISUPK. We become excellent brothers and terrible street niggas. Yeah, we rough around the edges. Well, name a prophet that wasn't. You know what? Keep going. My bad. Keep going.
Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of his life.
Right. No man that warreth entangleth himself with being an alcoholic. Entangling himself with being mixed up with whores. Entangling himself with being a drug addict. Entangling himself with cigarettes. If you want to be a good soldier, you don't entangle yourself with those things. You want to know why? Because you're at war for the souls of the people. You can't fight off the wolves if you're out if you're drunk. Can't fight off the wolves if you're high. Can't fight off the wolves if you've been smoking cigarettes and your lungs don't work. You feel me? You can't fight off the wolves. You can't protect the sheep. You can't protect the sheep. You can't. It doesn't work like that. Keep going.
That he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
Right. You know what? You know why you come in here and then you leave? Because you thought that you was choosing the ISUPK, but it's really up to the Lord to choose you. It's really up to Christ to choose you. And he gave you a chance, and you squandered that chance over alcohol. You squandered that chance over cigarettes. You squandered that chance over marijuana, over popping pills. You squandered that chance over an old filthy harlot. You squandered that chance over an old filthy harlot that was having sex with everybody anyway. But you just love her so much. And she's having sex with everybody in the world anyway, any chance she can get. But you just love her so much. I understand, Doc. Then you call and get counsel. Then we tell you what to do and you don't follow the counsel. I understand, Doc. So then you can't get mad when the Lord takes his spirit off of you, like he did so many other brothers in the Bible. Remember King Saul? King Saul was the king of Israel. And the Lord took his spirit off of him, gave it to a whole nother other brother. Keep going.
Verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries,
Right.
yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully?
Let's he strive what?
Lawfully?
Being a drunkard.
Lawfully?
Being a drug addict.
Lawfully?
Being a whoremonger.
Lawfully?
Lawfully. Being a worker of iniquity.
Lawfully.
You have to strive lawfully. You have to obey God's laws. Why don't we obey God's laws? Because we have no purpose in life. Outside of this Bible, outside of the ISUPK, you have no purpose. You have no purpose. What's your purpose? To go work for the white man every week? What's the purpose? To get drunk every day? What's your purpose? What's your purpose? What's up, Caviar?
To serve the Lord.
That's our purpose. I'm talking about the brothers and sisters that's not in here. and that don't want to come in here, but they want to get high every day and drunk every day, smoke cigarettes and weed and pop holes. What's their purpose? What's their purpose in life? To get to make a lot of money? What's their purpose in life? To be selfish? What's their purpose in life? To have a what? Like to buy to have the fresh best sneakers? What's their purpose in life? What's their purpose in life? To have a to marry a whore, have children, mainly girls, and your whore's wife is going to teach your girls how to be whores. Because you ain't gonna stand up to it. You're gonna keep taking her back when she go sleep with other men. What is your purpose in life? I like riddle me that. Because it's damn sure not serving. It's not damn sure not serving the Most High. It's damn sure not serving Christ. You dig what I'm saying? What, to be a TikToker? Is that what it's called? A TikToker? To be an influencer? How can you influence somebody and your life is shit? How can a drug addict influence somebody? How can an alcoholic influence somebody? How can a whore influence somebody? What are you going to influence them to be? A whore? A drug addict? An alcoholic? A worker of iniquity? What is your purpose? You have no purpose. Until you get into the ISUPK, clean yourself up, then you can have a purpose. Once you start serving Christ and serving the Most High, then you can have a purpose. But you don't have no purpose. That's why your life is shit. I'm sorry. That's why your life is poo. That's why your life is boo-boo, man. I mean, can I BB? Yeah, that's why your life is boo-boo, man. Real talk. Your life was boo-boo before the ISUPK. You come into the ISUPK, your life becomes a diamond, a fine gold. What's up, Caviar?
So that's why they like it's unjustified.
Right. Your life is not worth saving. You're not going to bring alcoholism into the kingdom. You're not going to bring Christmas into the kingdom. You're not going to bring being a whore into the kingdom. It's not good. That's not going into the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the things that all people care about in the world, the Lord does not care about there.
Because they have no purpose. At least our purpose is serving the Most High and pleasing Him. You got a wife?
Okay.
What is your purpose?
Serve the Lord.
You feel me? And you have a wife. That's crazy, right? What is her purpose? It's that simple, right? It's that simple. But see, in the world, they get mixed up in I want this and I want that, and you know what I'm talking about. What do you? I think you posted it when she was like, "How much your man need to make?" And he was like $320,000 million. You remember? She was like, "Okay, what do you bring to the table?" I twerk. I own a colored thong for every day of the week. You know what I mean? Okay, can you cook noodles? Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. She said, "Oh, salad." You know what I mean? I can cook a bomb salad. I remember that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then what is your purpose? What is your purpose? In the world, you're a terrible mother. You're a terrible sister. You know what I mean? You know, like you're a terrible mother. You're a terrible sister. You are a terrible daughter. You're a terrible son. You're a terrible father. You're a terrible brother. Like, what is your purpose in life other than serving the? But you know what? You want all of those things, right? You come into the ISUPK, you'll learn how to be that. You'll learn how to be an excellent brother. You'll learn how to be an excellent son. You'll be the greatest father. But you know what? People don't want to fix their life. You ever seen that show, Ayanna Fix My Life? Ayanla? I don't know how to say the lady's name. I think it's Ayanla.
It's Spanish.
No, she's black. But it's called Ayanla Fix My Life. You ever seen that? You ever seen that?
Like Dr. Fit.
It's something like that. You know what I mean? And you know where you know where where Fix My Life is every day?
Where it is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No. It's right here in these walls.
Oh, you talking about? Oh,
This is where we fix your life. So this is where we fix you and fix your brother and fix your sister and fix your children and give you the tools so you can be a good wife, be a good mother, be a good daughter, be a good sister. Then you can also be a good husband. You can also be a good brother. You can also be a good father, be a good brother. That's where we teach these things right here. Right here. But you have to want it. You have to want it. Jump down to verse 10. Yeah, verse 10.
The book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake.
Right. Oh. I endure all things for the elect's sake. You see how unselfish Christ was? What's up?
I think it's the scripture. Either, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the scripture that Captain Kahn was looking for. Either Captain Kahn or Cap.
Word?
Oh, yeah.
See how that worked?
Oh, for when so why they may also obtain the salvation which is maybe I think it's there on the scripture.
Right. Keep going.
Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake,
Right.
that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahweh Shai Mashiach with eternal glory.
Right. You know what I mean? So we do this together. We don't do this separate. You know what I mean? You leave the ISUPK. You when you should have stayed and just fought yourself for your brothers. Fought yourself for your sisters. Life is about warfare. Life is a fight. You have to fight you gotta fight that cigarette demon every day. Every day you gotta wake up and square up with the cigarette demon, like get some. You know what I'm you feel me? Every day you gotta wake up and square up with that alcoholic demon, like you want some more? You know what I'm talking about? I smacked you up yesterday. It's a whole new day. You know what I'm talking about? I'm rested up. What about you? You feel me? Every single day you have to fight it.
So you're gonna have to suffer anyways, fight anyways. You're either gonna suffer to receive death or suffer to obtain glory.
Right. Right. Paul said, I die daily. Because daily it was a fight. Every day he fought. You say you like to fight. You be at home punching bags. You know what I'm talking about? You be at home punching bags. You'll fight this black man, that Hispanic brother, this Hispanic brother. Right? But you're gonna look in the mirror and fight yourself. You ain't gonna look in the mirror and be like, no cigarette today, no alcohol today. I'm not doing it no more. You like to get dipped in the water. Caviar, they like to get dipped in the water. They don't want to set themselves on fire. They don't want to have the fire afflict their soul with fire. They want to get dipped in the water because water is nice and cool and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Water's not cool. Water's not cool. Let it dip yourself in the raging stream. You know what I'm talking about? Dip yourself in the middle of the ocean in a storm, and see how cool water is. It's not. That's what I'm saying. But they always choose the nice little tub of water. You feel me? No. You want to afflict your soul? Go out there to Whitewater Rapids and dip yourself in that water, and wherever it take you, it take you. I'm trying to tell you. Keep going, Caviar, bro.
Verse 11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him.
Right. It's a faithful saying that if we be dead with Christ, right, we'll live with Christ. Right? That's why we have to. So we have to unalive ourselves. So we can live. You have to kill that drunken spirit. You have to kill that cigarette smoker. You have to kill that drug addict. You have to kill that whoremonger. You have to kill that worker of iniquity. Then maybe you can live. Other than that, you're dead. That's why you accepted death already. That's why Boosie say, if I make it to 25, I'm an OG. Because you accepted that you're not going to live a long life with kids and grandkids and great grandkids. Old, sitting around your bed, and you can be like, you know what? Yeah, y'all got it. You know what I mean? Like, where's my oldest son at? You good, right? Y'all, you can handle it? All right, man. Make sure you use your brothers and y'all love each other, man. It's finished. You know what I'm talking about? I can lay over like this. Just go. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? You feel me? Real talk. Real talk. Life is not meant to be suffering. But here we have become accustomed to suffering. Keep going.
Verse 12. If we suffer, we shall also reign with him. If we deny him, we also he also will deny us.
There you go. If we deny Christ, he will also deny us. But if we suffer with him every day, endure to the end. If we endure to the end, we'll reign with Christ. But if we deny Christ, smoke them cigarettes, become alcoholic, smoke that weed, pop them whores, be a worker of iniquity, then he's going to deny us. You're gonna line up in the line. You're gonna be like, ain't you, boy, if you don't go over there, you know what I'm talking about? Get out the line. What? I can't believe you tried to get in this line, boy. You know what I'm talking about? I can't believe you tried to get in this line. You the one that was at camp that day in San Antonio, I remember. And you told them, yeah, you feel me? Like, oh yeah, I remember you. I know you. Or I don't know you, but I remember you. You know what I'm talking about? Your name is in that book. No, not the book of life. The other one. Yeah, the other. You ain't in that book. You in that other book. Real talk. Give me Jeremiah 28:8. Give me Jeremiah 28:8. Right? Because we at war, bro. And this is what we do. Right? And we've been doing the same thing since forever. You feel me? You looking at the prophets back in the earth. You're looking at the prophets back in the earth. And it's our job to go free the rest of our brothers from this oppression. But they have to want it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me, before thee of old, prophesied both against many countries.
Right. The prophesied that are before you and before that have been in the past, right? Those prophesied, right? Of old have prophesied both against many countries. Ain't that what we do every time we go to camp? We prophesy against England, America, France, Russia, Germany, Iran, Israel, Mizraim, Ethiopia, South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, China, Japan, Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea, right? The whole earth. We prophesy against it, right? And we be trying to not leave nobody out. We be like, how many, how many more countries is there on the earth? Pull up the list. Babukistan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan. We be up there reading the whole list. Philistine, the Philistines. You know what I'm talking about? We go into all the, we ain't doing no tripping. You dig what I'm saying? I got backup, boy. You see all these priests out here? But you can't even see the angels. The angels out here repping too. They out here just sitting on the side, looking dangerous. But you can't even see them. We got backup on top of backup. You feel me? Most High looking down, Christ looking like shh. You know what I'm talking about? Wait, just wait till he go up. That's a big. You know what I'm talking about? They up there. And that's how the Most High talking to Christ. Look, wait, hey son, wait till he get up there. Watch that young boy work. You know what I'm talking about? Watch that young boy work. I pulled him out the ghetto. That's how the Most High talking to me. You know what I'm talking about? I pulled him out the ghetto. They said he wasn't even gonna graduate high school. I pulled him out the ghetto at 15 years old. He graduated high school on his way to college, and he graduated Hebrew Academy. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? And he can teach you Hebrew, and he can do this. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? He's a cheat code. We did that. You don't, but they have to want it. They have to want it, right, Caviar? They have to want it. A 16-year-old boy in the ISUPK can grow up to be anything he want to be, and a priest and anything he want to be. Priest come first, but he has to want to be a priest first. Go ahead.
And against great kingdoms.
Right.
Of war.
Of what?
Of war.
We've been prophesying World War III for the longest, and now World War III is upon us. Right? Today, Joe Biden is just picked the side of Israel against the Iranians. He said it. Threaten the Iranians. It's going down. It's about to go down. It's going down. It's going down in the DM. Keep going.
Of evil.
Uh-huh.
And of pestilence.
Ooh wee. What's pestilence mean, Caviar?
Pestilence?
Uh-huh. You telling me your iPhone didn't get it?
The meaning of pestilence. A fatal epidemic disease.
Yeah.
Especially bubonic plague.
Or COVID. Or COVID. We also prophesy of famine. We also prophesy of the stock market crashing. We prophesy all these things. Empty shelves in the grocery store. I was in the grocery store earlier, and there's a whole aisle not there. I said, damn, that's crazy. Keep going.
Verse 9. The prophet which prophesied the peace.
Right? The prophet that prophesied the peace, right? Who prophesied the peace? Mm-hmm. All them Christian pastors, they always talk about peace and then peace this and peace that. Ain't no peace, man. Yeah, how you gonna talk peace to a people that called the police because she thought she had an intruder in the house, and then they shot her down like a dog in her own home? How you gonna preach peace to them? Come on now. Keep going.
When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known.
Right.
That the Lord hath truly sent him.
Right. When all these wars break out, when World War III is on upon us and Donald Trump is getting popped. You dig what I'm saying? When all these things and pestilence and famine and war and all these things are happening, then they're gonna know who the real prophets are. Then they're gonna be like, man, where them brothers out on the corner? Then they're gonna know who the real prophets are. Oh, they must have really been about to work. Yeah, we was about to work. You just walked past us like we wasn't. And we've been trying to tell you this since 1969. Nobody wants to listen. All right, we understand. I understand. I understand, brother. Go ahead.
Verse 10.
Hananiah.
Then Hananiah the prophet took the yoke from off the prophet Jeremiah's neck and break it.
Right. He took the chains off his neck and broke them because he had a yoke of iron around his neck. And the prophet Hananiah took the chain off of his neck. Thou should know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And that's our job, Caviar. That's what we do. That's what we do. You had a chain on your neck, we broke it. I had a chain on my neck, it was broken. Right. Some people, we break the chain off their neck and they be like, you know what? Where's my chain at? Clink, they put it right back around their neck and go smoke cigarettes and go get drunk and pop whores. How would they do? Then they tell you that what you should do. How am I going to listen to an alcoholic? You telling me you want me to take your advice over men in the truth? You goofy. You alcoholic. You don't know how to say no to a drink. You don't know how to say no to crack. You don't know how to say no to a cigarette that's gonna kill you. But you're gonna tell me how to be a brother. You don't know how to be a brother. You just know how to be filthy, rotten, disgusting, and the worker of iniquity. No. Give me Ephesians 5:20. Right. Sisters, you have a purpose in life too. Oh yeah. Sisters got a purpose in life. I was talking about the brothers for the longest, right? Now we got to talk about the sisters. Just a little bit, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
This is the book of Ephesians. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 20. Giving thanks always for all things unto God.
Right?
And the Father, in the name of our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach.
Oh man, I thought they were all the same people. No. Ain't that just made a separation right there? Good night. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God.
Ooh, wait. Submitting yourselves, right? So is this talking about the sisters? It's talking about everybody, right? It's talking about black. It's talking about men and women, right? So you telling me that men have to submit themselves? So what makes why do men have to submit themselves, but women don't think they have to submit themselves? So it's talking to men and women to submit themselves. Men, you have to submit yourselves to the men above you. Women, you have to submit themselves. You have to submit yourselves to the men above you, to your husband. You can't take submission. Submission has to be given by your wife. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord.
Right. That you know what's crazy? Women always talk about I'm married to Christ. I'm married to Christ. I'm married to Christ. The Bible just said the wives to submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord, just like you do unto Christ. Submit yourselves to your husband, just like that. Maybe I'm not reading it correctly. Keep going.
Okay, verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
Ooh wee. They don't like that. I ain't got no head. And when the last time your arm did something that the head didn't tell it? When the last time you telling me the head's like, hey, pick up, you know what I mean? Pick up the microphone. And then the arm is like, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Like, you feel me? Pick up the microphone. You feel me? When the last time the arm did something that the head didn't tell it to do? Good night. Go ahead.
For the husband is the head of the wife,
Right?
even as Christ is the head of the church.
Right. We have to submit ourselves to Christ. We have to submit ourselves also. We have to say "Kan out of one kan." So why can't you can't say "Kan out of one kan"? We have a purpose. You have a purpose. Keep going.
And he is the savior of the body.
Right. He's the savior of the body. This is the body of Christ, and Christ is the savior of it. He puts everything in order and makes you know your role. Makes you know your purpose. Feel me? Keep going.
Verse 24. Therefore, as Christ is subject.
No. They didn't say it. In some things, and only things that the wife wants to be want to be. How can I say it? In only things that the wives want to be submitted to. In everything. So not just the bed, sis. You also have to submit to him in life. About the kids, you have to submit to him. But you know what? That's not what that women don't want to do. That boy, women like, take you to counsel. You feel me? And if you have a real warrior at home, fuck it, take it to counsel then. You know, yeah, you know, so let's do it then. You know, with my phone. Doop, 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 doop. Hey, Shalom, how about you, Rajab Kutha, sir? You know what I mean? We need to get this counsel. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, my wife want to take it to counsel. We're gonna take it to counsel, sir. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm talking about? And like, shit, let's do it right now. You know, you know what I'm talking about? That's how the men above be. Oh, what's going on? Oh, well, see, y'all want to do it right now? Let's do it right now. You know what I'm talking? Can she hear? Let's do it on speaker. Boop. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you feel me? Let's go to war. But it's war. We're gonna go to war then. Go ahead.
Verse 25. Husband.
Hold on. Now who is it talking to?
Husbands.
It's talking to the husbands now. It's talking to the husbands now, sis. All right, you know, I know we got you in your spirit. We know. But now it's talking to your husbands. Because just like all things, everybody has a purpose. So now it's not talking about those sisters no more. Now it's talking to the husbands. Go ahead.
Okay. Love your wives.
Do what?
Love your wives.
Hate your wives.
Love your wives.
Treat your wives like scum.
Love your wives.
Dictate around the house to your wives. Hit your wives. Beat your wives.
Love your wives.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Even as Christ also loved the church.
Ooh, as what?
Even as Christ also loved the church.
You know what Christ? You know what Christ did for the disciples? That too, but what else? He washed their feet. Oh my goodness. That boy, hey, Christ washed the church's feet. Go ahead. So now,
and gave himself for it.
So now you telling me that you can't cook dinner for your wife? You telling me you can't do the dishes for your wife? You telling me you can't help your wife out around the house and help do things for your wife? Read that part again. Read that part again, Copyar.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church.
Right, and Christ washed the feet of the brothers in the church. in the congregation. So now you're telling me you can't do things that help your wife around the house. You can't do things that help your wife. You can't be there for your wife.
Oh, the prophets, when they were struggling with things, Christ was always there to help them.
Always.
He was always there to help them.
Always. You know what I mean? Real talk. Keep going.
And gave himself forth. Verse 26. That he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
Right. You got to be there for your wife in counsel. You got to be there for your wife in the physical. You got to be there for your wife in reassurance. You got to be there for your wife in having her back, being a disciplinarian. You have to make sure she's soft so you can be the hard one. You dig what I'm saying? You have to let her play her role. You like the scriptures say, honor your wife. You feel me? You have to let her play her role and do her things, and you have to teach her role also, because in the world she was the man. She didn't have no man, so she had to go. She had to get her car fixed. She had to cut the grass. She had to, you know what I mean, take out the trash. She had to discipline the kids, and she had to nurture the kids, and she. You know what I'm talking about? She had to do everything. So now you're the man, right? So now she has a man in her life, right? So now you have to show her her role and teach her role. Like the Rock used to say, know your role, jabroni. And black man, you have to know your role. You feel me? What's up, Capiar?
That's why I was managing another was saying it was so heavy. To avoid like all these arguments is if the black woman and the black man know their role.
Give me another word for role. Knowing your role. Give me another word.
Another word? Knowing your purpose.
My boy, you have to know your purpose. Yeah, you have to know your purpose. Real talk. Keep going, Capiar.
Verse 27, that he might present it to himself a glorious church,
right?
Not having spot or wrinkle or any such thing.
Not having a drunkard, not having a drug addicts, not having drunkard, drug addicts, cigarette smoking. You know what I mean? Whoremongering, not have none of that. Go ahead.
But that it should be holy.
It should be what?
Holy.
What does holy mean?
Separate.
It should be a separate entity from the whole earth. You can't call yourself a priest if you can't call yourself a priest if everybody out there is getting drunk, doing drugs, smoking cigarettes, popping whores, celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, all that, and you doing the same thing they're doing. This can't be a school of the ISUPK if we're doing the same thing everybody else in the world is doing. You feel me? Go ahead, Caviar.
And without blemish.
And without what?
Blemish.
Not a spot, not a mark, nothing wrong. You have to be ye therefore. Oh man, Caviar. Hey, we in tune today, boy. We in tune today. You got to be ye therefore perfect. Real talk. What the Christian church say? There was only one person that was perfect, and that was Christ. Ain't nobody else can be perfect. That's because they just like sinning. They just want to be filled with their sin and their lust. Give me Galatians 5:17. Oh my goodness. Because they just want to be filled with their lust. They just want to be filled with their filthiness. They just want that's what they like. The demon has been doing this since way back when. This same demon was on them last lifetime. My bad. I hit the camera. Am I good? All right. This same demon was on them last lifetime. Came to a whole new lifetime. It's the same demon, and they're so comfortable with it because it's a familiar spirit. They're familiar with it. You know what I'm saying? They're familiar with it. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's the book of Ephesians, like Galatians chapter 5, verse 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit.
Right. Your flesh and your spirit, right, is they beefing. Right? They're not together in this. Go ahead.
Oh, God. And the spirit against the flesh.
Right. They beefing. They beefing. Your spirit want to stop smoking cigarettes. Your spirit want to stop being an alcoholic. Your spirit want to stop being a murderer and a worker of iniquity. But your flesh is like, shit, I want that cigarette. That flesh is like, shit, I want to be a beat maker. That flesh is like, shit, I want to go get some box. And I don't want to get no ordinary box from that. I want a box from a married woman. That's what your flesh is thinking. That's what your flesh is thinking, though. That's what the flesh is thinking. You know what I mean? The flesh is thinking that. That's what the flesh wants. You feel me? Your spirit and your flesh is battling against each other. Your flesh want to get drunk. Your flesh, because your body wants to feel good. It wants to get drunk. You know what I mean? Lean to the side like this. That's what your flesh want to do. Go ahead.
And these are the contrary one to the other.
Right. These are contrary to the other. They battle against each other. They're opposites. You feel me? Go ahead.
So that they cannot do the things that ye would.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 18. But if ye be not of the law,
what does that mean, Caviar?
if you're doing everything that you're supposed to, under the Bible, the Most High, keeping all the laws and commandments, you ain't getting the punishments of the law. You ain't suffering the curse.
If you was a real priest, you ain't suffering the curses of the law. You ain't worried about the punishments of the law. Because what you're doing is you're keeping the law. So you ain't worried about a speeding ticket because you don't speed. You feel me? You ain't worried about going to jail for drugs when they pull you over. You ain't worried about drinking. You ain't worried about DUI because you don't drive drunk. You're not worried about these things. So we're not worried about the judgments of the law because we keep the law. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 19. Now the works of the flesh are manifest.
Right? Go ahead.
Are these?
Right? These are the works of the flesh. This is everything your flesh be wanting. They're manifest. This is what your flesh manifest. It's finna get good. It's finna get real. Go ahead.
Adultery,
Sleeping with other men's wives.
fornication,
Beat makers. Abusing yourself. Can I say that? Abusing yourself, beating yourself. Go ahead. Uncleanness. Pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. Go ahead. Lasciviousness. All types of ill stuff. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 20. Idolatry.
Well, idolatry, right? Where's Caesar Borgia? That's in every church. They pray to it. Go ahead.
Witchcraft.
They in there cooking up drugs. Love potions. You know what I'm talking about? They cooking it up. That's why crackheads. So crackheads make babies. You feel me? Because they cook up the crack, they do the crack, and they have sex like animals. Also, all have to do with pills and things like that too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Hatred.
Right? They hate their brothers. They hate their brothers. That's why they always trying to fight and kill their brothers. Go ahead.
Variance.
I don't know what variance is. I don't know what variance is. I just forgot.
The fact or quality of being different, divergent, or inconsistent.
Like variance, like being opposite. Yeah, disagreeing. Yep, that's why they always want to disagree with you. Yeah, y'all be saying the same thing. They be arguing with you about it. Like, what are you talking about? Go ahead.
Emulations.
Oh man, I don't know what emulation mean either. Hold up.
He's a big word. Says effort to match a surpass or person or achievement typically by imitation.
Oh, okay. That's like yeah, basically doing what somebody else is doing to best them. Not doing what somebody else is doing to build a school, right? Doing what somebody else is doing to try to be better than them and be like, look, I'm better than you. Dig? Go ahead. Right. People, they have a lot of wrath in the homo alternative lifestyle members, the alphabet people. They be having a lot of wrath. They be going crazy. Go ahead.
Strife.
Uh-huh.
Seditions.
That means disagreements among men. Go ahead. Heresies. That's the same thing. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Envying.
Yeah, they be envying each other. That's a big one. Go ahead.
Murders.
They look. It's a lot of unaliving out here. There's a lot of unaliving out here. Last week, I known two brothers that got unalived in the same way, but they were just two different brothers. You know what I mean? Different times last week. It's a lot of that going on. Go ahead.
Drunkenness.
What?
It's like drunkenness.
Being drunk. Being a drunkard. Sloppy, fall down drunk. Go ahead.
Revelings.
Basically like rioting. Yeah, basically like rioting. Go ahead.
And such like of that which I tell you before, as I have also told you in the time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
They shouldn't do what?
Shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
They should inherit the love of Jesus.
Shall not inherit the kingdom of God.
They're not going to inherit the kingdom of God. They're not. They're not. That brother that's drunk, that's a drunkard, is not going to enter the kingdom of heaven. He's not going to inherit it. It's crazy. And us as a people we'll be like, we don't care about the kingdom of heaven. I already accepted my death. When you have time to work on yourself. You do what I'm saying? You have a grace period to work on yourself right now. And what we say, I don't care, dude. I'm all right. I accepted my death already. That's depressing. That's a terrible way to live. Go ahead.
Verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love.
Wait. When it says fruit of the Spirit, right? That's the product of the Spirit, right? Because you plant a tree and the fruit comes from the tree. That's the product of the tree, right? So the fruit is the product. The product of the Spirit is what?
Love.
Mm-hmm. So when you have the Spirit of the Most High, you have love, right? It means keeping the commandments, right? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Joy.
You have joy. You ain't all terrible and hurt. You know what I mean? You actually have joy in your life, right? Go ahead.
Peace.
Remember they were talking about peace earlier? I be peaceful as hell. What about you, Caviar? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we got problems, but we know that these problems are just part of our turning into fine gold. So we have that peaceful. It's not too much that it's gonna break us. Right? Go ahead.
Long suffering.
Long suffering with my brother. My brother got a problem, I got a problem. We're gonna long suffer together. What's the problem? Well, we're gonna handle that together. But if you don't want the problem handled, right? How can I help you? You have to want to get the kingdom of heaven. I can't pull you to the king through the gates. You have to get up and walk through that. What's up?
Also, when Christ was healing people, it wasn't just them or Christ healing them. They had to do something to be able to actually.
They had to have faith. Whether they touch the hem of his garment or they had to have faith for Christ to be healed. You know what I mean? People just ain't got no faith anymore because the Christian church make it so easy not to have faith. Go ahead.
Gentleness.
Right? You got to be gentle with your brother. You got to be gentle with your sisters, right? Go ahead. And that's what brothers in the Isupk, I'm not gonna say they fail there, but that's what they be having a hard time with, to be gentle. You know, we rough around the edges. You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to be gentle sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm a warrior. Ugh. But then you got to go back and understand that to be. Can't be around there being rough. You got to be nice and soft. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Goodness.
Right? Goodness.
Faith.
Faith. Go ahead.
Verse 23. Meekness.
Uh-huh.
Temperance.
Right?
Against such there is no law.
Right. Ain't no law against these things because these things is the spirit of Christ. These things is the spirit of the Most High. Make sense? These things right here, that's your purpose in life. You keep a good thought about those, that will help us in life become good brothers, good husbands, good wives. You know what I mean? Good fathers, good mothers. That right there will help us. Hey, I think I skipped a scripture. 25. I don't know. I think I skipped the scripture, man. It just went all the way back to somewhere I wasn't at. What's 24 say?
And they that are Christ have crucified the flesh.
They that what?
That are Christ have, like they that are Christ's have crucified the flesh with the affections and lust.
No. I can give my interpretation, but I'm not going to give my interpretation. I gotta talk to somebody about that one, because what I'm not going to do is teach something that I haven't learned yet. You know, though, that's what I'm not going to do. All right, that's a good place to end it. Give me Hebrews 13 and 16. We're gonna end it with this.
Hebrews 13 and 16.
Yeah, we need something about communication, bro. Because communication is something that we fail at also. You feel me? Something's wrong, you have to communicate that. Something's going on, you have to communicate it. You feel me? You have to communicate. That's another purpose that we miss. In your relationship, you have to communicate. With your brothers, you have to communicate. With the men above you, with the men below you, you have to communicate. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just call a brother, text a brother, don't hear back 2 days. Like, bro, you ain't get my message. You know what I'm talking about? I was at work. You was at work for 2 days straight. You know what I mean? And it is always around the time where you need when you set up something for brothers to work. That's when they go MIA. Feel me? Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 16. But to do good and to communicate, forget not.
Right. To do good and to communicate, forget not. Don't forget to do good, to communicate. That's a good thing there. That's what it's saying. It's a good thing to communicate with your brothers. Go ahead.
Okay. For with such sacrifices, God is well pleased.
Right. With these sacrifices of you communicating, the Lord is well pleased with that. When you have a hard time and you communicate these things, the Lord is good with that. When you don't feel good and you communicate these things, the Lord is good with that. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 17. Obey them that have rule over you.
Right.
And submit yourselves.
There go that word submit again. Obey, submit. These words that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do not like. We do not like these words, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Obey, submit. Man, that made me sound like weak. Now it make you sound like a good soldier. It make you sound like somebody that has order and structure in their life. Right? Go ahead.
For they watch for your souls.
Did we do what?
For they watch for your souls.
Right. We watch for your souls. Now, if you're not communicating with the men above you, if you're not communicating, then you know there's nobody to watch out for your soul. And you'll end up leaving the truth. You will. It's not you might. You will. Because there's nobody watching out for your soul. Nobody telling you right from wrong. You don't know right from wrong. You dig what I'm saying? You don't know right from wrong. You a drunkard. You get drunk. You be trying to have sex with whores. You don't know what's right and wrong. You think you know right and wrong. You don't know right and wrong. Go ahead.
Okay. As they that must give accounts.
Right. I got to give a report. Go ahead.
That they may do it with joy and not with grief.
Right. And they may do it with joy and not with grief. Go ahead.
But that is unprofitable for you.
Right. It's unprofitable. You ain't making no, I'm about to say money, but you ain't making, it's not profiting you to not communicate. It's not profiting you. It's hurting you not to communicate. Because when you're going through a problem, the people that can help you, you're not communicating that to them. You're just going through the problem and then you're solving the problem on your own, on how you think. You know what I mean? You're solving the problem. So you have a problem and you're solving the problem by getting drunk. You have a problem and you're solving the problem by smoking weed. You have a problem, you're solving the problem by hanging out with whores. You're not solving the problem how a priest will solve the problem because you didn't call the priest and get the counsel. You didn't communicate with the priest and get the counsel. What's up?
And that's kind of like, this is how it says with we do it with joy and not with grief.
Yeah.
That's like us like dealing with the brother, and the brother is like not communicating anything. Now we're like, what's going on? This and that.
Yeah.
Shit. So that's what that's talking about.
Yeah. And it's talking about them too. Because it's a grievous thing to call the men above you and be like, man, I'm going through this, I'm going through that. Instead of, they make it grievous instead of calling like, Sluggy, sir, I got this problem. I need help with this. You know what I'm talking about? So what, like, how do I, you dig what I'm saying? You can handle it with joy instead of grief. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, no sweat. This is what I'm going to tell you what you do. You feel me? Real talk. Real talk. That makes sense? Sisters, you have your husbands. Husbands, you have to communicate with your wives. Real talk. Real talk. And it all comes with seasons. I ain't talking about salt and pepper. Well, salt and pepper ain't season. I ain't talking about Miss Dash and Lowry's. I'm talking about seasons like spring, summer, winter, fall. You know what I mean? It's like, how many winters you been around?
How many winters have you been around?
Uh-huh. 3 winters, 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, how many winters have you been around? How many seasons have you been here? You know what I mean? It comes with seasons. You think what I'm saying? Fighting your demons comes with time. You know what I mean? That's why when you're a babe, when you're young, you want to be in the school, around the school, everywhere. But once you start coming to class and you let them demons get back a hold of you, you'll never come back to class. You dig? All right. And with that, I pass the class over to Priest and Officer Capiar.
This is the Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk, started at 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to our brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, and verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Maishra means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Gives it the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, freewill offering for priests, not mandatory, and is whatsoever much you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the memorial of blowing of trumpets, first day of the 7th month, starting Wednesday, 2nd October 2024. And you can find this in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 24 through 25. And if anybody wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarf. And this will conclude the Isupk case here, the announcements. The more of blowing trumpets on Wednesday, the 2nd of October.
Yeah. Is that the right one? I thought it was the 17th.
Yeah, I thought it was 17 too. No, it's the 2nd.
What's on the 17th? Something on the 17th.
No.
Because if I'm not mistaken, we'll do back to back to back to back.
Feast of First Fruits was on the June 17th.
Oh, okay.
That's where everybody mixed it up. So it's on October 2nd. Everybody mixed that up. Because I thought it was on the 17th too. Yeah. All right. With that, everybody, imagine what you need to stand. We're going to start with panel of gum. You need to turn the face to east.
You got to slow down and talk. Not bad.
We're going to read the Lord's Prayer and the last one. For that. Abanaw, Shabbat Shema, Kodash, Hayah, Shumka, Yahweh, Malatrika, Taba'ah, Batazak, Hayah, Aisha, Ma'aras, Kawa, Hayah, Bashema, Yatalana, Lakam, Ka, Yavam, Wasalakna, Kabawatna, Kasalakna, Kabawatiana, Warala, Tabi'ayana, Wanasawan, Abal, Aishana, Rayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, Lalamian, Aman.
How do we do the Lord's Prayer in English? Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us today
our daily bread.
daily bread.
Forgive us our debts,
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory.
forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, turn the face in front. Go ahead.
Okay. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers in the visual. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, Kim Yahweh, Shabbat, Yadim Matal. I'm going to turn and face the sisters to give the sisters one courtesy salute. In the visual, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, Shabbat, Yadim Matal. Class is missed.